Blessings and abundance. Welcome back to the Zen Effect Show, a syndicated multi-platform talk show supporting you on the collective journey we're all on, navigating life. You all, every conversation here is intentionally designed to empower you, to inspire you, and support you in shaping your soul, shifting your world, and returning home to your power so you can live fully in your effect, in your purpose, in your essence, in your design, and ultimately live life the way that you will it to be. This is your hub for soul-rooted conversations with thought leaders across music, entertainment, entrepreneurship, and wellness, all grounded in truth, intention, and this shared human experience we call life, you all. Listen live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on WBNC Breaking Chains Radio. And if you miss it live, don't worry, we've got you covered. Catch the replay on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And let me tell you, YouTube is all inclusive. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you won't miss a thing because that's where you'll find everything. Full audio episodes, in-studio video episodes, just like the one today, and exclusive bonus content that you won't hear anywhere else. So stay connected and tap into the frequency of this energy. Follow the Zen Effect Show on all social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook, and visit my website, www.thezeneffectco.com. You all, today you are in for a massive treat. I literally am not able to sit still. I am so excited because I'm so blessed, honored, and grateful to have Pilar here. She is a neuro meditation facilitator. I love neuroscience. I'm a neuroscience nerd. So when I saw that, I was like, yes, I love it. And she's the founder of Aura Wellness in Atlanta, blending over 10 years of IT experience with neuroscience-based wellness practices, you all. Fantastic. Born in Colombia, she moved to Atlanta in 2007 and later relocated to Lisbon, Portugal, where she became certified in healing breathwork. That's the place to get certified too. My gosh, I can only imagine the beautiful experience that you had in Portugal in your training. That's amazing. And deepened her studies in neuroscience and neuroplasticity, introduced to the alpha wave experience and neuromodulation technologies. Pilar returned to Atlanta in 2025 to help clients manage stress, anxiety, sleep challenges, ADHD, and more through personalized neuro meditation protocols. Pilar, I'm so ecstatic to have you here today. Wow. It's so beautiful how you were here in Atlanta, you took a pause, went to Portugal, got certified in the healing, the breath work, and now you're bringing all that you have learned back to Atlanta with your beautiful business, Aura Wellness. Pilar, please share a little bit more about you.
Hello, Zen. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. I have to be honest, I'm very nervous today. This is my first radio show, so thank you for having me. A little bit, as you said, I'm originally from Colombia. I moved here to Atlanta in 2007. I got married here. I have my only child, Martin, who is turning 16 this year. And I've been working since over a decade. I was working in the IT industry. And I have to be completely honest. As I was developing like my spiritual side on my free time, I was also burnt out from the stress of the corporate world. It's it takes a toll on you after so many
Yes,
years.
it
And
does.
when you are productive and ambitious and have dreams and goals, you start to giving so much of yourself. And at some point, health issues come, stress, all that stuff related to a tremendous amount of work.
Yes.
So in that time, maybe it was like before COVID, I got sick. So I decided to take a pause in my career and have a 5 month break, to dedicate to myself, to recover myself, to understand what my body needs in that moment, which was peace, balance, harmony.
Mm.
After that 5 month break, I started to look again for a job in the same industry. I got a really good job. I was very happy in this company, but this job was also a platform to help me out to build my next dream. I always dreamed to live in Europe, to have a better quality life, to have access to more quality food, and also to have like access to the beach, to the ocean, like to be more grounded. And that's what I plan for me and for my son. But you know how life is, you never know where life is going to take you. So after some months and actually a year, over a year in Lisbon, I came back to Atlanta because in Lisbon happened a lot of beautiful things to my life and a lot of lessons too. Being away from home taught me that you can be in the best city in the world and you can be in the best palace, but when you don't have people or someone to share it with, it's like empty. So I count my blessings because I was able to build another dream that is Aura Wellness of Atlanta. I tried neuromeditation for the first time and I immediately knew that this was my purpose. I was finally combining something very spiritual, which is traditional meditation, with something very scientific. So for me, that blend blew my mind. And in the first session, I actually was able to see what is aura now and what I'm doing now, which is like helping people to get into the right frequency and set up their brains to build a container where they can handle their emotions in a confident way, or where they can like be more focused and productive if it's the case. This neuromeditation has a lot of programs that you can use for different purposes. So my goal is to connect with the person, understand what they need and what they are looking for, and then from there select a program that it's going to suit their needs.
I love that. What is the right frequency?
Well, okay.
Like, what does that look like, right? Because you know that, I know that. But so many people, I can just hear them saying, I want to be in the right frequency. How do I know? I would say most people are not. Right from now, most people are not. What does that look like, being in the right frequency? And also, when you speak to that, how important is that, like the benefit of that? Because I can just see people get so complacent and stagnant where they are. But how could them being in the right frequency really benefit them?
Okay, so we need to start with basic concepts.
Okay.
Every brain, every body has their own frequency, right? So that means we vibrate in a very unique way, every individual. When we vibrate, we send that vibration to the space, right? To the surroundings. And when we share that connection or that frequency with another frequency, that creates resonance. So those are very, very basic concepts, meaning that our body has their own aura, which is the electromagnetic field of the body. And when you set your aura in the right frequency, you can accomplish so many things. Even Einstein said that frequency is the future of medicine. It's the medicine of the future. So that's why we have to align with the right purpose and with the right mentality So we can vibrate in that like environment, in that mood, in that frequency. And then from there, we are going to be able to manifest. Actually, when you get to lower your the frequency of your brain to theta, it's proven, and it's also science that you can double up the manifestation. So that's what it like attracts me from these neuromodulation devices, because like what they do is induce your brain in the theta frequency, and from there you're able to navigate your subconscious mind, understand many things that you are, that you like sometimes habits, beliefs, things that made you be the person that you are. And when you are aware of that, then you understand how to drive your life.
And your company, your business, Oral Wellness of Atlanta can help get us there.
Yes.
Like it supports us in getting in that right frequency.
Correct.
I love this. I absolutely I'm literally like I am just elated right now, because this is so necessary in our society today. We know that the structures that have been put here for wellness, right? Those traditional structures are no longer relevant. I really truly believe with Oral Wellness of Atlanta, this is the now. This is the now, and this is also the future. And I just want to thank you for answering the call, answering your purpose, and doing so. So, with what you already spoke to, you shared some of your story behind Aura Wellness. I would love to just hear even more. And you also shared what sparked the idea for the personalized neuroscience meditation through your journey. I would just love to hear even just a little bit more about, like, how did it come to be? Like, when you were experiencing what you experienced in corporate America, which is so real. Gosh, that's so real. That's so true. And you took those 5 months off. Did it come up within you, like, to go to Portugal to do this and come back to create Oral Wellness of Atlanta? Or was it more so in your journey there in Portugal? That's where it came to be. Like, I would just want to know more about the transition of that, because it's so beautiful.
Okay.
And I bet there's so much even deeper beauty and insight within that of how that came to be.
Okay, so the 5-month break that I took allowed me to understand or to integrate a basic concept, which is mind, body, soul. So it gave me the time to understand what I needed to do for my body, which is basically like healthy diet and movement, exercise, understand and listen to my body, to its needs.
Yes.
Then the soul is your purpose, right? But I was a little lost. I didn't really know what was my purpose. I was working, like, as I said, like in corporate as a customer success manager, and I was always being happy by helping people out and receiving that feedback that they were accomplish what they needed to do through my help. So I knew that my service was my purpose, but then again, I didn't fully understand what was that or from where that was coming from. Then the mind, that was the final point and the breakup point for me, because when I fully integrate that only 5% of the mind is what we use in a daily basis, that we are aware of, then I switch, because then I realized that 95% of what I do, what I say, what I think is in autopilot. So basically, I really don't know myself good. So at that moment, I was like determined to explore my mind, my subconscious mind. And there is only 3 ways to explore your subconscious mind. One is through your dreams. So every time, I don't know if you remember your dreams. For me, it's very hard to remember them. But every time you dream, journal what you dream about, because those are messages from your subconscious mind. And at some point, you're going to start connecting the dots between those dreams. And the other is your intuition. We were all given with intuition. That means when you feel something is off, believe it, because since we were born, we've been accumulating experiences, memories, like everything, right, in our mind. So when we have that sensation that something doesn't fit, it's your nervous system and it's your mind sending that alarm to your nervous system that that might be something in the past that happened in the same frequency that didn't align with you. So you better watch out or stop or back up or maybe give a second thought.
Yeah.
Right. And the other way is meditation. I've been practicing meditation for over 10 years. I'm a very curious person. I like to try many practices. I have tried Reiki, I have tried sound healing, I have tried breathwork, ayahuasca, like so many things that challenge my mind to connect with my true self and see how, like, what is that authenticity that I have here in my heart. So through meditation, it's possible to explore your subconscious mind, but at the same time, it requires your brain to lower to theta frequency. And that is the challenging part because it requires so much training to sit with your thoughts and sit still and get in that frequency. So these neuromodulation devices help you with that because they induce your brain into theta in a matter of minutes. So when I started doing my journey neuromeditating, I was like doing it in Portugal every day, and every journey is different, and every journey provides messages for me, like my childhood traumas. It's been kind of a healing experience, actually. My patterns, my behaviors, my beliefs, what is important for me. That's the beauty of this program, because I really want to help people to actually like do a journey similar than mine, so they can like heal and from the inside out. That's important for me, and find who they are really, their authentic self.
I want to ask you for a moment of your time and a moment of your support, because what we're building here at the Zen Effect Show only grows when you are a part of it. If this episode that you will be tuning into today moves you, or any episode has moved you and supported you, even if you're listening on the radio right now, you can still support us online. Just head to www.thezeneffectco.com. You can also donate. Every like, every share, every donation, every subscription, every time you tune in here on WBNC, Breaking Chains Radio, helps this message travel further than we ever could alone. And if you're feeling called to support this work more deeply, you can donate to the show or become a sponsor by visiting again my website, www.thezeneffectco.com. Your support doesn't just keep the lights on, it helps us create conscious conversations that support individuals like yourself in shaping their soul, shifting their world, and coming home to their power. It allows us to amplify voices that are healing, awakening, and reimagining what's possible, and knowing the truth as well of what's possible for themselves. And not only for themselves, for their communities, and for the collective humanity that we all share and we all are co-creating in. It also allows us to elevate brands and businesses rooted in intentional living, conscious living, wellness, and purpose-driven impact. This is media with meaning. storytelling with soul, and a platform devoted to inner transformation and collective evolution. So whether you like, share, subscribe, donate, sponsor, listen here on WBNC radio every Tuesday at 6 p.m., thank you. Thank you for being a part of this community. Together, we're not just listening to conversations, we're living them and coming home to our power and shifting and evolving our individual and collective world forward. This is the Zen Effect Show. Got a topic you want to hear? Visit thezeneffectco.com and click submit a topic, or just DM me on Instagram or on Facebook, The Zen Effect Show. You can even send me a reel. There's so much reels and carousels and posts now of letting you know what's happening, what's going on, and different clips of things. You can send it to me and just say, Zen, I would love for you to speak on this. And I will do just that as long as it's in alignment with the show. I love to hear from you. I love to engage with you. And I want to say thank you to all of the listeners. Thank you to all of my new followers and subscribers on YouTube as well. Again, this show is for all of us. It's for the collective. And I love to engage with you. So you got a topic, or maybe you hear something today that you want me to touch more on? Go ahead to the website and submit that topic or send me a DM. I am looking so forward to it.
So that's my experience. And the thing is, like, neuromeditation is not a magic pill. It's something.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not a magic pill. It's a practice that just lasts a few minutes, and it's very profound, and it can give you a lot of confirmation or a lot of messages. But at the same time, it's something that helps you train your brain. How is that? Like, the technology through strobing lights and binaural beats help you create neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the ability to create new pathways in the brain so you can get better association to external patterns, and that way you can recreate or transform habits, beliefs, and everything. So
I want to pause you right there just for a second. The neural pathways. So right now, because you said it opens up more neural pathways. So would you say, like, currently, like someone who comes in, they have some that are actually blocked? Would you say, like, because it opens up new, like, what does that really look like when it opens up new neural pathways?
Okay. So neuroplasticity is very basic. It's every time you challenge yourself to learn something new, it requires your brain to start a process of building those pathways in your brain that give you the power to learn something new. That's why these neuromodulation devices help you with that.
It's powerful.
Yes, to retrain your brain, because a lot of things of the things that we do in a daily basis, we already built that neuroplasticity, and now we are just doing them in autopilot. We just repeat them. So when you identify those patterns or those behaviors that you repeat, you can retrain them. You can with these technologies. Then again, the theta wave is the frequency that allows you to manifest more. So that's the perfect moment where you can set up, start like doing your affirmations or your whatever you want to change, and produce that change. At the same time, the binaural beats, I really don't know if everybody understand the meaning of binaural beats, but basically what it is like one sound comes from the through the right ear, and the other sound comes through the left ear. When those two sounds synchronize in the brain, it creates a third internal wave there in your brain that's called binaural beat. And that binaural beat is very powerful for manifestation, for retrain your brain. That's why these neuromodulation devices are great for brain entrainment. And that's what I basically do with other people that not only want to know about themselves, but for example, if a person suffers of ADHD, I can help train the brain to get more focus on what they're doing in a daily basis.
So they wouldn't have to take medicine.
So they won't have to take medicine.
This is a healthy alternative.
It's a very healthier alternative, exactly. You just said it. And it's the same for insomnia, because I'm like also setting your brain in the right frequency so at night you can sleep better, or you train your brain like as much as you can to go to bed and find that harmony in your body to fall asleep faster than you usually do. But that requires, then again, like try and try and try. Like how long it took you to learn how to walk, or how long it took you for yourself to talk.
Yeah.
It requires repetition, repetition. So then again, it's not a magic pill.
Yeah.
But it's a tool that you can use to train your brain and to teach it how to get there. In the case of anxiety, I'm going to teach the person through neuromeditation to create a container where they can handle their emotions, where they can be more at peace. And believe me, when you start vibrating in that frequency, you start attracting the same. The same is the law of attraction. I was like, I used to be also anxious. I used to be also more like nervous and everything. And I've been practicing so much, and now I'm like just flowing in my harmony, in my balance day to day. And of course, there are some situations that kind of disturb or interrupt that balance. But now that I know, I just like, I know the techniques, I know I can use my breath and I can use my machines to get that balance back.
How do you support yourself in those situations when it is challenging? I would just love for you to speak to that so that people can see, with going to oral wellness, with the neuro meditation, what their new normal will look like when it comes to challenging situations or difficulties or what have you. Because in this life, as long as we live, as long as we breathe, we're always evolving. Mm-hmm. And as we evolve, we're always learning. And there are going to be challenges because it elevates us even higher. So could you give me an example of before this journey, what that looked like and what it has evolved into?
Okay. This is a very interesting question, mm-hmm. and I'm going to do it to you to see and to answer your question after.
Yeah.
What is consciousness for you?
What is consciousness for me?
Yes.
Consciousness for me is truly rooted in truth. Mm-hmm. Like the art of living from truth. It's not just being aware of something. It's not just awareness. It also goes into mindfulness as well. And just to really taking that pause. Because a lot of people just feel with consciousness, it's just me being aware of something. But no, it's actually you being rooted and grounded in the truth of what it actually is in reality. That's what it is to me in a short version.
That's a great answer. That's what I have, like what I apply when things or situations shake me. My consciousness, I always go to there. And I try to practice this in a daily basis in small things. For example, if I'm eating raspberries, I want to be in the moment. I want to feel the flavor, if it's sweet, if it's sour, the texture, how it is smooshy in my mouth, Like be present and enjoy, because that's being conscious.
Yes,
and
it is.
also at the same time, eating them with the intention of that food that I'm putting in my mouth and it goes to my body, it's gonna fill me with like vitamins and it's gonna nourish me.
Yes.
So that is like when you brush your teeth, when you go to a restaurant and you take the menu and you pick up a hamburger over a salad, maybe you are not applying much your consciousness. So maybe, to me, it's the judgment between the good and the bad in every single thing that I do. What is good for me? What is good for me? So that being said, when things get like a little uncomfortable or hard situations, I go back to my center, to that consciousness. How? Through neuro meditation or through breathing. Actually, when you breathe, everybody don't know how to breathe.
I love breath work. I'm
Don't
huge on
pay
breath work.
attention when
Yes.
they breathe.
Yes. So
Breath
true.
work is one of the most, if not the most powerful tool that we have, and it's for free.
Free. Come
When
on.
you are tired or you lack of energy, you start like breathing faster and you give more oxygen to your blood and to your mitochondria, and it gives you energy. If you are like super agitated, you breathe slowly and it gives you calm. So I always use breathwork, and it's included in my protocol. My protocol at Aura is a complete protocol where I activate the lymphatic system, I detox and optimize the connection between the mind or the brain and the gut, because the gut is the second brain. So I have a near infrared device that helps detoxify the brain and the gut. I also include breath work because I want to set the body for the neuro meditation. So when the person breathes, and I use the technique 4-7-8, which you inhale 4, hold for 7, and then exhale through your mouth slowly in 8 seconds. After that, the person is relaxed. The nervous system just resets.
Could we do that?
Yeah.
Could you lead it? Could you lead?
Yeah,
Lead me in that?
absolutely.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's very easy.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do the count for you.
Okay.
When I'm gonna teach you a little bit to the people like how you can like successfully breathe.
Okay.
There is 2 ways of breathing. One is from your stomach, and the other one is in the chest, the diaphragm.
Okay.
So when you inhale, it's good to first fill your stomach, and then the air goes to the chest, to the lungs, right? And then you hold for 7 seconds, and then we release. In the release, the exhale, or I call it the release because I like to do it through the mouth. And it's better when you actually make a sound, because when you create a sound, the sound is the frequency also of your body. So you're releasing tension and you're releasing that energy that can be stuck in your body. So let's start. Let's breathe for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, release. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Hold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Release. One more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. In this moment, it's good to notice tension in your body. And at the moment of the exhale, you release it. Exhale. And this is how it goes. And for like some
Mm,
minutes after, you start feeling, actually, whenever you feel stressed or anxious or whatever, do this for 3 minutes and you will notice the difference.
I
Yes,
love how, and thank you so much for guiding me in that, because, and I just want to explain to you all what it feels like. And I'm trusting that you all did it too. And if not, catch the replay, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and do this, implement this, because it grounds you into presence.
correct.
It grounds you into presence. And I loved when you said, notice where the tension is in your body. Because when I was inhaling, I did feel the tension. I felt it like right here, like my arm and shoulders. And then when I released, I literally imagined that tension being released out,
Correct. That's
being
the right way.
released out. How grounding this is. So instead of turning to a vice, right?
Mhm,
Because as humans, vices tend to be the default.
mhm.
Instead of vaping, drinking, hitting, there's so many different vices that you may do. Breathe,
It's a great, great tool.
breathe, just breathe. Yeah.
And I did a healing breathwork certification, which is an active breathing. It's very more intense than this, but it's the one that actually help you connect your oneness with the divine source. I never experienced something like that, not even with ayahuasca. Like
I haven't
I
experienced that
was
either. This sounds
I
fantastic.
was really, it's very similar to somatic breathwork as well, where you
Okay.
release all your emotions. But this
Yes.
healing breathwork is unbelievable. I took the certification with a person from Peru that he lived in London, and he was the one who was like working with the wellness programs at Google in Europe. And he's amazing. And we practiced for hours and we did so many breathwork exercises, like in different setups, like one being the breather, one being the practitioner, one being just the observer, like so we understand how the body of the person moves, if the person is breathing correctly, what everything can happen during the process. And after some minutes, you just go somewhere. I don't know where. You just go somewhere and you start receiving those like messages like directly from the source. I believe and I felt that I had a conversation with God. And after every breathwork session that I was the breather, I was able to quit vaping actually. I just like finish it. I'm like, wait a second, I need to go and throw something out. And it was the vape.
You just
And
went and threw it
yeah,
out. No has wow.
every journey was a different experience. I was able to recognize things that I didn't know exist. Like for example, like I asked for forgiveness to my mom because like my parents side are divorced, but I was not a I was not a bad daughter, but I was not very easy with the idea of my mom having another partner because I thought she was going to abandon me as my dad did,
Mm-hmm.
for example.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like
Mm-hmm.
being like obnoxious. And after one of those healing sessions, I just grabbed my phone. Mom, I'm so sorry. Forgive me for not being easy at that time, for not giving you the support and whatever you need in that moment. I just act from a place of fear. And now I understand it. And it was that consciousness that the breath work gave me. And that was beautiful.
Oh, breath work is so supportive. I remember when I discovered breath work, and the moment that I had where I was like this is it for me. This is going to be my go-to is when I experienced grief. It really supported me immensely. So I'm going to get a little emotional more than likely. Um in the grief that I've experienced in my life with loved ones transitioning. When I tell you that breath work got me through, it got me through. And not only did it get me through, there was a shift. There was a shift. Because now, even though there still is, sadness when someone transitions, when a loved one transitions, how I look at it now, because I used to be so fearful, right? It's perpetuated, fearful of transitioning, fearful of death, because that's the one thing that inevitably will happen to all of us, is we will leave this earth. But instead of seeing it as they're gone, seeing it as there's more work that they're able to do in the spiritual realm, because they're still alive. They're just in the spiritual realm. They're just not here tangible anymore. But there's more that they're able to do up there on my behalf for me than here on this earth. And then also realizing, depending on how they left, they're not in pain anymore. Yeah. Right? They're not in pain anymore. And seeing it from that. And when I started to really, when my perspective shifted into that, I could communicate with them. There were signs. There's always signs. And that's them. They're there. They're with you. They haven't left. In fact, they're actually able to be omnipresent now because they're in that spiritual realm. Yep. And they know more of what's going on and what's happening in your life, and they can speak with the divine, right? They can speak with God. They can speak with spirit. Yep. And they're watching over you. So you all, this is how powerful breath work is. Just breathe. Before we close, Pilar, I love, what is your effect? What is your effect?
Mine or aura?
Yeah, well, you could do both, yours and or. Yeah, let's talk about your effect and our wellness. Yes, I love that. I love it. Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I picked the name Aura Wellness of Atlanta because the aura is the electromagnetic field of the body, right?
Yes.
So it aligns with the frequency. Also, when you just take the first letter of every word, A-W-A, and you can say it as agua. Agua in Spanish. I'm from Colombia. Agua is water. Agua is flowing. So it has a beautiful meaning. And that's what I want to do with people. And that's what aura is intended to do. Help them to synchronize in a very nice balance, harmony, energy, vibration, and flow through life. As you just mentioned, life, like, we have it now, but we don't know tomorrow. I believe in the soul contract. So I believe we're going to leave this world when it's our time. It can be tomorrow. It can be in a few years. You never know. But it's when you complete your mission, right? So in the meantime, I want people to be present, to be grounded, to enjoy life, and to be more aware. Provide wellness. Wellness. That's super important for me. When you are present and when you learn how to appreciate things in life, small or big, then you're going to be happy and you're going to live with purpose, with intention.
I love how Aura Wellness of Atlanta, the identity is in the name. The effect is in the name. That's so beautiful. And what's your effect? Being the founder of Aura Wellness and so many other things, right? That you are, because we're multidimensional beings. What is your effect?
I believe that I have, since early years, I have that ease for people to connect with me, to open up with me.
You sure do.
So I really think that's my effect, to make people feel heard, to feel loved, to feel understood. I think that's my effect. And that's what I want to do with everyone, to feel in a safe space where they can just express themselves as they want.
Where can we connect? How can we connect with Aura Wellness? It's located in Sandy Springs.
Correct.
It's located in Sandy Springs. how can we connect with you? Their Instagram is fantastic, by the way. I just want to give you credit for that. Your social media is fantastic because you truly do such a great job with bringing what it is and the experience to social media. So when people are looking through it, it answers your questions, right? And they literally see what the experience is, what they are receiving. So it is fantastic. And I love that you are so present on the social media as well, because that's so important in being the founder so that we can see you and connect with you. So definitely follow them on Instagram. If you can let us know your Instagram handles, all the things, and how to connect with you. And do you also do anything virtual? If there's people that may not live here locally, is there any type of virtual?
Well, I've been in all the parts of the process, building my branding.
Yeah.
And the universe and God has put me the right people on my path. So the social media is the result of my commitment, my intentions, but also my digital marketer that it's amazing. She's from Venezuela. She's great. And
Yes,
she has connected with my energy, and she has been able to put that in our social media. It's Aura Wellness Atlanta, same as the website, aurawellnessatlanta.com, Facebook, TikTok, and unfortunately, I cannot do anything online because the neuromodulation devices requires the person to be connected in person.
1,000%.
Yes.
1,000%.
Yes, correct. But maybe in the future, I can definitely start guiding online breathwork sessions that can be done online. I have not done it before online, only in person, but probably that can come up for the future. There is many things coming up. Actually, like for people interested on trying neuromeditation for the first time, next week, I'm gonna put up an offer for the first time triers with a 50% discount. I hope everyone that is interested come and try it and see if they connect with everything that they have inside, because it's something that is actually cool, it's entertaining as well, but it's also meaningful. So I hope people is gonna enjoy.
I love that. And where will this be posted?
In Instagram and on the website as well. Yeah,
Okay.
Facebook, everywhere.
So be sure that you follow Aura Wellness Atlanta everywhere so that you can see the post and receive the 50% off, you all. That is amazing. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse to your wellness. Do this for yourself. And my question to you is this: will you? Will you do this for yourself? What Pilar has spoken to, this entire conversation, is life-changing, permanently life-changing. It's activational and it's transformative. Every single one of you who are listening under the sound of our voices have experienced traumas. Every single one of you who are listening to us at the sound of your voices have had difficulties, challenges. Something has happened in your life where there was a shift and there was a huge alter. What are you going to do about it? And Pilar has provided a wellness space where you can do this in a beautiful, natural way without the medication and you get hooked on an opioid or hooked on this or hooked on that. You'll put your money in buying things that temporarily, right, make you feel good. But what about something that's going to permanently change the course of your life? And I'm going to be very direct. Stop playing around. Get serious. The answer is here. Atlanta has one of the most beautiful, flowing, busiest airports. You can get here. Fly Delta, fly Spirit. Okay. If your local just drive, the answer is here. So will you answer the call? Take what resonated with you today and carry it with you throughout this week. The Zen Effect Show is now accepting sponsors. If you're interested in being a brand partner, sponsor with us, go ahead and visit the website www.thezeneffectco.com. This is definitely an episode for you to catch on the replay. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Go ahead and save this episode, okay? There was so much insight and gems that Pilar shared with us. Go home, take notes, really be in this practice. Y'all just got a beautiful course masterclass in this session, and share it with others so that this message can be delivered to more individuals, more hearts, and more homes. Always remember to keep your soul hydrated and your spirit fortified. It's so important. And we'll catch you next Tuesday. Stay elevated. Thank you, Pilar. It was beautiful. Ooh, I'm getting emotional. That was beautiful. Fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Zen, for your energy. You have a super magnetic energy. You radiate happiness. And
thank you, lovely. Oh, thank you. Give me a hug. Thank you. So
of course. Let's hug. I'm a hugger.
Oh, absolutely amazing. Thank you for what you are doing.
Wow.